guys, welcome back to the channel. It is kellyneshell. Today we'll be doing a full face of e.l.f. makeup. So if you'd love to see how I achieve this look, then keep watching, and please don't forget to like, share, comment, and most of all subscribe. I hope your day is as wonderful as you are. I said to myself, let me do a one brand makeup look that's pretty affordable, and e.l.f. came to mind, so let's get into it. Now the first thing I'm gonna do to start my face off is prime my face. The primer I'm using is not e.l.f. Cosmetics, but they do have a primer that I really like. I'm just out of it, that I've tried over the years and I really like, so I'll put that up right in the corners somewhere here so you could see the primer that I'm talking about. For my brows, I'm taking this brow enhancer in dark brown, and it's a cream. It has a cream consistency, yeah, but it seems very hard. It's creamy, but it's firm. It's not like that soft texture. It is for $2, and I'm gonna try to use it to sculpt out my brows and see what I think about it. Normally I use my regular wooden brow pencil and it glides on pretty. I will say it's a little bit darker than my liking. It did say it's dark brown though, but I like how the color payoff is there. You could definitely see it. This is something I think I could get behind. My only issue is once the point goes down, how do I like resharpen it so it gets that point? But as you can see the difference so far, now that I have my basic shape down, I'm just gonna take the other side of the pencil and brush my brows out to work that product in. Go in and clean up the brows to get my basic shape down. And what I'm going to do for that is I'm going to use their the e.l.f. 16-hour it's what, the 16-hour concealer, and I got the shade Caramel, and this is what Caramel looks like. It's a little bit, it's on the yellow side. This, I believe, is just it sets really fast. It seems this concealer sets really fast, so you're gonna have to work fast when using this if you plan to blend it out, because I am seeing where it sets really fast. I kind of do like the coverage on it, and I like the fact that it dries down. So what I will be doing now is I'm gonna use it as my base for my, I'm gonna still use that same concealer for the base for my eyeshadow. And for eyeshadows, I picked up one of the quad, and this is it, and I really don't know what direction I'm gonna take with this, but it's the, I think this was like $3 or $2 at Target. It's the bite size, and it's the Carnival Candy eyeshadow. I'm gonna go into that first shade just as a precautionary measure and just dust it over the entire eye. And now I'm going to take this brown, the lightest brown in the palette, and I'm going to start by packing it on the outside. Now this shadow, it's more like my skin tone color, so I'm just going to bring that over in the crease. I don't know if it is even picking up. And after that, I'm going to go into this more rustic kind of brown right here, and I'm still going to keep it on the outside, hopefully. All right, this one is picking up much better and showing up much better. And just to try something different, I'm gonna take this brown e.l.f. cream eyeshadow, and I'm taking it on this e.l.f. brush, and I'm just gonna dip into it and just put it on my eye. Now this here can either make or break this look. Much better. One thing with the cream eyeshadow, that the brown cream eyeliner that I'm putting down, you gotta work fast because it sets fast. Alright guys, this is what I'm working with so far. It's with this color and the brown eyeshadow. It gives me a really nice fall look, but I really wasn't expecting to be doing so much with for the palette to work. I don't know, maybe it's how I'm placing it, but the only shadow that seems to work for me so far is this one right here. But I love how the eyes look by adding that brown e.l.f. Highlighter. And I could definitely leave this eye like this and get a nice brown smoky eye from it, but I still want to go back in the palette and try to use the blue that's in it. And I'm taking a flat e.l.f. brush. I am just picking that up, and I am adding it to the mobile part of the lid. I'm using this shadow. It's dry right now, but I'm gonna wet my brush in a few minutes just to see how it works, because looking at it, the blue is a stark contrast to these two. So these two right here is a stark contrast to these two. So maybe I don't know, but the blue is really nice. And I'm gonna take my brush and just start blend the end out, because I don't want it to be a harsh line. Don't want it to give me a harsh line. Just blend that out. Yes, to keep that smokiness. And as I said before, I'm gonna wet my brush to see how it works differently. And I'm using the e.l.f. mist and set makeup, and I'm just wetting the brush a little and going back into that blue shade and see. Okay, wetting the brush definitely made a difference, even though it was working quite nicely without the brush being wet. But the wetting the brush, I think, give it a little bit more oomph, a little bit more bang for your money, a little bit more, you know. And this is what the eyes look like so far. Don't judge it. It's not done yet. It's not done yet, guys. But I really do love it. And the next product I'll be using from e.l.f. is this eyeliner pencil, and it's really dark. It's a black, and it's $3. And I am not gonna be doing anything dramatic, but I do want to have a little base, just like that. Really good, really good. Definitely I would definitely buy this again, so I highly recommend it. And for color correcting these dark spots that I have, I'm gonna be going in with this, and you're gonna see it will work. Trust me, it will work. It's a darker shade concealer, and this is in ebony, rich ebony, and this is from e.l.f. It will work, trust me. And I'm just gonna spot correct. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in back with a little bit of that translucent powder that I used before and just set those down so they don't mix in with the my foundation. You always have to learn to trust the process. Now for foundation, I did pick up the e.l.f. foundation, and the shade that I'm using is Cocoa, and I'm gonna take 1 pump first just to see, well, 1.5 pump, just to, for my entire face. And I'm gonna use my flat top brush, and I'm just gonna mix it. Let's go with that. All right, color so far I like. And this says, and this was $6, and it's a what they say, it's neutral undertones. It has neutral undertone. I'll go for a yellow undertone foundation, but this works. And you see where I put on that dark color concealer, it covered it. I don't know if it's, I don't think it's full coverage. And the finish is satin, but I don't think it's full coverage, but I like the color payoff that I am getting with it. Why it looks so like, why it looks like it's full coverage on this side is because I guess I picked up most of the foundation in that one swipe, but if you look on this side, you could tell it's not. And as I said, I absolutely, let me blend this out with my sponge. And like every foundation that I put on, I always go in with a sponge to work it into my skin. And this is no exception to the rule. I really love the foundation so far. I really love it. And I definitely think you should try it. You know when you're feeling yourself and you give yourself that, girl, you feeling yourself kind of look? That's what I'm going through right now. And for my brows, when I started, I just went under my brows. What I normally typically love to do, see that I like to use a foundation that's my shade, use my foundation or something that's a little bit darker, and just go on top just to clean it up. It's not that it's gonna do anything, but just to finish it off. I don't like using the lighter concealer up there, so that's what I'm doing now with this. Now it's time to conceal, and I'm gonna go in back with that 16-hour concealer. And as I said, you gotta work fast with this one because it dries down. And I'm not doing too much, just a little. Trying two different styles. I'm gonna just put it right here and right here and see which one of them I like better, either blending it out fully or just doing it like that. Then I'm gonna take my sponge, and I tried so hard to get the e.l.f. sponge because I saw it the first time when I went to the store, and I'm like, I'll get it another day or something. And then when I went back to get it, I couldn't find it. It was out. I'm like, dang. Okay, this is really nice. And whatever is left on the sponge, I'm just gonna bring it up. I'm not putting any product up there. And it's time to contour. And to contour, I'm using the darker brown that I used to spot correct earlier. And normally I use a stick to contour. So this is one of the steps that I'm really excited to try out, because normally I don't use a cream or a liquid. Normally I use a stick foundation. I don't use liquid or creams to do that. Working the product in. I love, honey, it's giving me my color back, and it's blending everything out so pretty. Guys, ooh, whoa, I genuinely love this. I genuinely love these concealers, hands down. Set my under eye, I'm gonna use the oldie but goodie. It's this prime and set finishing powder. I've had this for the longest time. I don't know if it's still on the market, but I'm gonna use it to set my under eye. Alright guys, to contour, now that I've set under the eye, to set my contour, I'm just gonna go back in with the same eyeshadow that I used, and I'm just gonna use it to contour. And I know if you are new to my channel, you may not know this, but I use whatever product I have to do whatever, as long as it works. So I will definitely use an eyeshadow to contour, or I'll use a blush as an eyeshadow. It doesn't matter to me personally. some people it may, for me it does not, because it might seem that I'm looking off kilter, but because I'm trying to find my mirror is dancing, doing its own thing. Yeah, but as I was saying, for me, I don't necessarily have to use a eyeshadow for eyeshadow purposes. I don't necessarily have to use a blush for blush. I use for whatever I want to use it for. Now that's set. Now guys, for the product that I'm really excited about trying, this may mess up my look, but I definitely want to try it, and it's the finishing powder. It's the halo powder, and this was $8, and I'm excited about trying it. It comes with a thing that you have to peel off inside. Oh, why didn't I do this before? Now, as I said, I don't know how this is gonna work. It seems to have like glitter reflex in it or whatever. This is in the shade dark, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start out with a little, then work my way up. And I think I might use my sponge to apply it. Okay, and this is what it looks like. It has some form of glitter in it, but it's a finishing powder. Okay, and this is in the shade dark. Maybe I should use a brush, powder brush. There we go. And this is supposed to set your face all over. Take a little more, because as I said, I'm working my way up to it. And normally I use my e.l.f. pressed powder to set my entire face, but because I'm trying to use this one brand, but the halo powder, the powder seems to add somewhat a glow to my skin. I don't know if this would be something that I would use to replace per se my e.l.f. pressed powder. I don't know. To be honest, I really don't know. I'd have to try it again, wear it and try it again to see if I'll, but it does give the skin a little, you know, luminosity to it. So I don't know, definitely will try it again, but I was really anxious to try it. If I'll wear it again, as I said, I'll definitely try it again to see how I like it. But to say it would definitely eliminate what I use on a regular, I don't know about that right now. I am gonna go in with my mascara, and this is the mascara that I'm using. I believe this mascara was $4 in Target, and it's the Black Length and Volume mascara. It comes in the blue and black box, but it's in a black, the regular black e.l.f. tubing, and this is what the wand looks like. Waterproof mascara is something you should definitely have in your arsenal, you know, if you have somewhere to go or you have an occasion that you know you might cry or something. Waterproof mascara is definitely the way to go. And it says it gives volume and everything, so let's add another coat to see what it does and then compare it to the other one. You could definitely tell the difference. It is really black. It's definitely black, true to color. You can definitely see the difference between two eyes. Now, if you're a person that don't like falsies, this would definitely be a good choice for you. But I am gonna go put on some lashes and then come back to do my lipstick and get out of here. So I've got these lashes on. They are totally custom made. I used 2 different pairs of lashes to create this lash. And now to finish off the eyes, I'm just gonna take this black cream e.l.f. eyeliner, and I'm just gonna work it in my waterline. But what I'm doing is I'm bringing it down a little. Even though I'm doing it in my waterline, I'm trying to bring it down a little because I want to have that smoky effect that I have on top. I want to replicate it down at the bottom. And then I'm going to take my eyeshadow palette that I used earlier, and I'm going to go into the brown. I'm going to go into both shades. I'm just mixing my brush in both, and then I just smoke it along the bottom line, so I get that same smoky look that I have on top. And even though this look is it's a bold, bright look, it's not colorful, it's not intimidating, it's something that you could definitely wear. And to tie everything together, I am taking the cobalt blue, taking it in a finer brush, and just bring it down a little, not all the way in, just like that, just to tie the entire look together and be done with the eyes. Yeah, I'll put on highlighter and all of that now, but I'm not going to do that. But what I will do is I'm going to take this blush right here. It's a e.l.f. blush, it's a pink blush, and I'm just going to go into all the shades and just add a little color. And for the lips, I'm going to be using this lip, it's a lip gloss. It's called Mocha Twist Lip Plump Lip Gloss. But before that, I'm going to outline my lip with a brown pencil, and that's something I always do. The pencil I'm using is not from e.l.f. It's just a regular brown pencil, but I'm sure e.l.f. has one. Work that in. Ooh, I like the wand on this. This is pretty. And this, I believe this was $6. It has a clear wand. Oh, this is a pretty gloss. Look at that. Look at that. Child. Just work everything together. Totally beautiful. This is like my perfect, like this lip gloss is gonna be one of my staple pieces. I should go ahead and definitely put it in my bag. You could feel the lip plumping effect once you put it on. Now, to finish everything off, to just seal the look off, I'm going to take this Mist and Set from e.l.f. And then I'm just going to work it in my skin with the sponge. And my love, this is the completed look. To say I'm pleased is an understatement. I really, really love this look. I feel like it's such a beautiful look that for the price point, oh my god, it's really, really a good look. I love it. Let's go through the products that we've used. Even though I did mention them, I just want to do a quick run through of them again, guys, just to tell you my thoughts, my final thoughts and everything. Real fast. Lip gloss, definitely a keep. $6, definitely a keep. As I said, you could feel the lip plumping effect in it. Really, I like it. The mascara, definitely a keep. Let me, as I talk about it, put a little on my bottom. I feel like it's definitely a vibe. Definitely a vibe. So that's a keep, definitely. Brow pencil is pretty good, but the only thing I don't like about it, I don't like the, as a matter of fact, it's growing on me now. I'm still on the fence with the brow pencil, to be honest, but I would definitely try it again. If I'm on a budget, I'll definitely get it. The only thing, as I said, was the one initially I did it, the black, it's more of a black brown than a dark brown, if you get what I'm saying. But I'll try it, but maybe in a different color, like a lighter brown or darker brown. But as I'm looking at it in the camera, it's really looking good to me. and I don't know about that one, but the what you call it, liner, the eyeliner pen, definitely a yes. Price point good, tip really good. If you look at the tip, it's really pointed, really good, and it's really black. It's a true black. It's a really true black. Definitely a keep. The foundation, a newfound favorite. Definitely. And if you're using my skin tone for reference, this is the shade Cocoa. Definitely smooth. If you look at it yourself, and my camera has no filter, nothing like that on it, so yes. The e.l.f. powder. Now this is one that I was really excited about trying. To say that I am overly wowed about it, I don't know, to be honest. My face does look good. My face does look good, but I really don't know about this. I don't know if it's something that I would buy again per se, but it's definitely something I'll use again. So since that I have it, I'll definitely use it again, because I don't know, maybe I need to give it another shot. Maybe I should try it again. But it's not that it's not a good powder, it's just the gold all over the face for me. I don't know if I want, you know, to be reflecting all over my face. I want to choose specific areas. But what I will say is it really looks good. And for the eyeshadow quad, the blue and this brown would make me get it, because if you look at my eyes, definitely. But if I'm supposed to judge by these two other shades, no, I would pass. But they're really affordable. You could try them. Maybe I just got a bad batch, but to tell you the truth, these two shades really showed up on my eyes and work. Maybe I'll do another look and not set the base or anything and try these other two shades. I'll definitely do that and update you, but for now it's a pass for me. So guys, thank you for making it to the, oh, and to mention my honorable mention, my Miss Done said I've had this for a long time. It's really good. The eyeshadow, the blush that I use, this blush, I wouldn't get it. Maybe a different color or something. This color I think is a little bit light for me. I want my blushes to be a little bit more rich, even though I'm just stepping back into blush. This blush would be really pretty on a lighter skin person, I believe, but for my skin tone, I would have to get a darker one for me. And it did say this is for light, so I picked up the wrong one. So if you're a lighter skin tone, this definitely works for you, because it did say light on the packaging. I just didn't pay attention, but I like it. And I don't even know if they still have that, because I've had it for years. And for this is also an honorable mention. This is their primer set finishing powder that I used under my eye. Definitely a get. I don't know if they still have it, because I've had it. You could tell that I hit pan on it. So e.l.f. is definitely one of those brands that you can definitely rely on. It's cruelty free, and just with every brand there are products that's hit and there's some that's miss. Like for me, you know what I said already, but and these cream eyeliners, definitely a get. And that rounds out my video, guys, and thank you for joining me. I hope your day is as wonderful as you are. Please don't forget to check out my other videos. Thank you. Bye.